everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm telling you what, this is my favorite time of the year because you all know I'm already all about soup, and it is fall and it is so cold and crispy out today. So I'm going to share a recipe for another one of my favorite soups to make. So it is absolutely phenomenal. I'm making a tortellini soup. It's going to have garlic and onions. I'm using Italian sausage and what else am I using? Garlic, onions, of course garlic and onions, some chicken stock, some tomatoes, some spinach, some Parmesan cheese, just all kinds of goodness. You're just gonna have to watch and make it. This is gonna be absolutely amazing. First off, this is my clean hand. I've already washed it, kind of been sitting on the side here, you know, kind of holding it up, not doing anything. So what I'm gonna do is, the tomatoes that I'm going to use these are my brand new favorite tomatoes to use. These are the whole peeled. You know, I always talked about loving the petite diced tomatoes, but I'm having a new love affair with these whole peeled tomatoes. I just love them. Number one, because they cook up so nicely, and if you do what I'm getting ready to show you that I'm going to do, they're just like home canned tomatoes, and you can't beat them, and I love them. Let's go ahead and get started with these tomatoes so we can get those prepped. All right, what I'm going to do is I've got a bowl here. I'm going to pour my tomatoes right in there. We're just going to use 1 can of these. And then what you can do is, I like to take them with, like I said, with a nice clean hand, and you just kind of start pinching them. If you got to go in, you know, if you're too rough about it, you're going to end up squeezing that juice all over you. And I've done that many, many times, and I don't want to do that. So you just kind of break them up just like so. So we're going to go ahead and go to the stove and get started. Well, first off, let me show you. I'm using the Italian sausage today. I wanted the hot Italian, but they did not have that at my grocery store. So I had to compromise. I'm going to use just the mild Italian sausage, and then I'm just going to add, you know, lots of crushed red peppers in it, crushed red pepper flakes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about 4 of these, and then I'm just going to remove the skin from them, or the casing, whatever. You can tell there's like a little casing in there if you can see it. I'm going to remove those, and then we're going to go over and get started. All right, I went ahead and put that 5th one in there. That comes in packs of 5, so it's like, what am I going to do with 1 sausage, right? So I've got this on about medium, a little bit over medium, just to get it started. And I'm just going to kind of, you know, break these up. I'm going to go ahead and add my onion in. We're also going to use a nice medium onion, just, you know, just roughly chopped. And when you're cutting your vegetables for your soup, or any of the recipes that I'm sharing with you, you know, you can cut them to the size that you desire. So we're just going to cook this until the meat is turning brown and it's almost done, and the onions are nice and soft. I usually wait to see how much my sausage is going to, how much fat it's going to render before I really start adding the garlic. But I think we're going to be okay with this because it really doesn't appear to be rendering a whole lot. So I'm going to go ahead and add some of my garlic into my pan. I'm doing 2 recipes today, so that's why I got extra garlic. Actually, 3 recipes. I got to take advantage of a day off of work, right? So we're just going to saute this all together. And now is a good time to go ahead and start adding some of your seasonings in there as well. I like to add some fresh ground pepper. I need some more pepper in there. Well, come on, Sandy. I also like to add a little bit of garlic powder, just because I like the extra flavors. You know what? You gotta season it. You gotta season your food. And we're gonna add some minced onions. Probably a good teaspoon of each of those. And then let's add just a little bit of salt to it. We're not going to add too much because the tomatoes and the chicken stock that we're going to use is going to have salt in that. So let's go ahead and get that mixed together. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. And you can leave, I don't know if I told you this, I don't want to repeat myself. You can leave your meat as chunky as you like. Now this is about how I like it. You see, you get a nice bite. Well, I'm trying to get it here. Come on, girl. See, I like a nice bite in my soup. I don't necessarily have to have it, you know, like ground up. I was just tickled to death. You know, fall is finally here. My season of soup is finally here. I know y'all get tired of me talking about soup, but I love it. And you know, if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm one of those people that can make soup. If it's 104 degrees out, I don't care. Now, each one of these is 4 cups. These are 32 ounces, 8 ounces is a cup. So this is 4 cups of chicken stock. I'm gonna see where we're at with that. I usually just go by how much soup I plan on making as to how much stock I use. We're gonna use a little bit more than that. Let's use a couple more cups. I want some soup for the week, guys. My goodness. We're gonna use about 2 cups of this. And then go ahead and throw your tomatoes in there. This soup comes together so quickly, and you know what? They're gonna think that you've been cooking this all day long. And you know what? I'm not gonna tell them any different. We're gonna add probably about 1.5 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. And you're just gonna let this cook probably for about 10 or 15 minutes until you know that your sausage is completely done, and it's gonna break it down and tenderize it a little bit. And all the seasonings, this flavor is just gonna marry. We're gonna add just a pinch of basil. Ooh, we're gonna throw it all over the stove first. Let's turn it down just a little bit. That is so full of flavor. If you love soups that are just full of flavor, oh my gosh, you're just gonna have to make this. Now, you can put as much or as little crushed red pepper flakes as you want, as spicy as you like it. We like ours a little spicy. We like it to, you know, tickle the back of the throat when you're tasting it. I just loved to add crushed red pepper flakes in my soup. Now, you can go ahead and add your tortellini. This is about probably about 12 ounces of, look at that, they're stuck together, but they'll break apart. This is about 12 ounces of the tortellini, and these only take about maybe 5 minutes max to cook. Let's break those up a little bit. I might add a little bit more to that. I think I will. I might just use the entire bag. Maybe not the entire bag. Now we're going to bring this back up to a boil and let it cook for, like I said, another 5 or 6 minutes or so. You know what? I am going to use that whole bag. These will swell, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do with 5 or 6 tortellini, huh? Tell me, what am I going to do with just a couple tortellini? There we go. And you get the tortellini, you can get it fresh, or you can buy it in your grocer's freezer. I just bought the frozen tortellini. I wasn't sure when I'd be doing this recipe, so I definitely didn't want to buy the fresh. Now we're going to bring this back up to a boil, like I said, and we're going to let this cook for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're going to add the spinach and just a little bit of Parmesan cheese. All right, I've turned this down on low, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and add my spinach. And you can add as much or as little spinach as you like. And then we're going to add just to top it all off, a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Give that a stir. Nothing else to do but serve this up. Oh wow, look at that. Look how amazing. Yummy, yummy. Look at the beautiful colors. Look at that, that looks so good. This smells amazing. It looks amazing. I gotta have me a bite. You know it's gonna be hot. Man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't even tell you how flavorful that broth is. Oh my gosh. It is so good. Man. Let me tell you something. You need to go get the stuff to make this today. It's like, it's gonna be perfect for a chilly, snowy evening for dinner. Perfect. I love you guys. You know I love you so very much. I hope you give this a try soon. It is soup season. Finally, I love you, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye. Take care.